Hello, everyone. Uh, this week I went to the boat and did some work on it. Worked on three different things. I didn't get any good footage. I only had two hands and no way to mount the camera. But I wanted to be able to work on the compass. I had that rebuilt. Picked it up on Friday when I got there. Needed to get the autopilot working. I couldn't get it to lock in and hold the wheel. And I wanted to get the wind direction and wind speed gauge working. Before I could do any of that, I needed to establish power. This boat has 8 batteries for running the ship's compass or the ship's electronics with solar recharging the batteries all the time. This is the starboard settee. There's 4 batteries under it, and on the other side under the port couch are 4 more batteries. So those are strictly powered by the solar panels. And then obviously if I start the diesel engine, that'll kick in and help charge these up as well. But I needed to expose some batteries because I had to be able to test wiring and use a stab light and a meter and whatever. So got those batteries opened up. Wanted to make sure that the battery next to the engine compartment under the companionway didn't have anything to do with some of the power that I'd be needing. So I opened up the companionway, made sure I had access to that battery as well. And you can see I'm having a little difficulty working this companionway stairs with one hand holding the camera and the other one to do the heavy lifting. And I forgot to turn the power onto the boat. So I've got 4 Perco switches. Uh, those 2 are for the solar panel. Reach up and flip the starboard and port light button and poof, now I have light. So there's the engine compartment. And here's the house, or not the house, the engine battery. That's on a separate system so I don't ever kill it completely. Somewhere behind this engine, you'll take a look. Back here is where the wiring comes through and heads over to that power panel on our left hand side. So I know that I've got to have access to there. And it's a tight fit. Back up here a little bit and you can see kind of where that engine is in relation to the aft cabins on the boat. On either cabin there is a side panel to get in to get to the sides of the engine, so that works out pretty well. Here I go struggling with this door again. See me shake a bit as I try to grab that, and didn't drop it, so that was a bonus because that thing is heavy. So up in the lazarette there's an access panel, which you'll see here in a minute. It's about 12 inches tall by about 18 inches wide, and that is how I get to the bottom side of the pedestal or binnacle to get to the wiring coming down through there that heads over to the control panel by the navigation station. I'm 6'2", 210, 220 pounds, and I got to crawl down in that thing. Not easy work. There's the little bitty panel. That's a hot water heater. There's the pulleys for the drive cables to the prop or rudder. And right there's the wiring coming straight down, heads in along the diesel tank up forward. So that wasn't a lot of excitement to get down into, but I ended up getting the wires traced. I did get the wind instrument working. The autopilot had a sheared pin in the clutch. I'll step around here. I don't know that you'll be able to see the clutch lever itself. It's on the bottom right of the black ring on the middle of the wheel. But anyhow, there's the new compass. I spent $220, got that all rebuilt, brand new. Those things run between $500 to $700, so $220 for a brand new rebuild. I was happy. There's the autopilot. Like I said, down on the bottom right, there's a clutch. The pin sheared and it wouldn't engage the belt. Took it apart, fixed it, put it back together, broke it, took it apart, fixed it again. The depth gauge, I haven't tackled that one yet. And then over here is the wind, and I finally did get the needle moving. It was reading wind speed, so but I'll show you here what I think the problem was. Next to the mast step is a little black, gray junction box, and in that junction box there's a cable comes down from the masthead up top, comes in, and there's 6 wires that go to kind of a distribution center. Coming in from the instrument on the other side of the box is another 6 wires. those were severely corroded. After some elbow grease, some dielectric grease, and some emery cloth, we got the communication established between the masthead and the instrument again. While I was searching around, digging and whatnot, I found some additional covers. I didn't even know I had a companionway cover. Pretty excited to see how that fit. Winch covers. I knew I had those, but I hadn't put them on. I just rebuilt those winches too. And actually, if anybody wants to see how those come apart, I can take them apart pretty easy now that I've done it. I like how this comes forward and covers the teak all the way along the companionway hatch cover. And then I also have covers for the teak handholds that run clear up to where the dinghy's sitting up on the bow of the boat. So that'll save some sanding and refinishing if I keep those on there when I'm not at the boat using it. At any rate, those projects took 2 days. I was successful in completing all of the projects that I set out to get. If I'd had more time, I would have had some more projects to work on. I don't know how much detail you guys would like me to go in. I mean, I can pull these things apart. I can kind of do a step-by-step as I'm doing it. Let me know. This here's my least favorite part of the project, and that's leaving. Heading back to the car and another 5-hour drive home. But yeah, send me some feedback, guys. Leave some comments if you want me to take some stuff apart, show you the internal workings of it, or as I'm going step by step. I just want to hear back from you and let me know what you want done. I don't want to bore you with a bunch of nonsense, but if you want some greater explanation, let me know. Thanks for watching.